The man in chains. The cold night wind swept across the narrow streets of Lagos as Tun sat on the edge of a broken bridge, his hands trembling, his heart heavy with the weight of his past. The faint sound of horns echoed in the distance, but he could barely hear them. His mind was trapped in a storm of regret and pain. Tun had once dreamed of greatness. As a child, he wanted to become an engineer, to build things that would make his mother proud. But life had other plans. His parents' marriage had shattered like glass when he was just 15. His father, once a hard-working taxi driver, had fallen for another woman, a younger one who bore him a child. The day his mother found out, the entire neighborhood heard her screams. She packed her things, left with Tun, and never looked back that night. The boy who once smiled freely learned the bitter taste of betrayal. Years passed. His mother struggled to raise him alone. She sold vegetables at the market, sometimes going without food just so he could eat. Tun, determined to change their fate, studied hard and got into a polytechnic. But life, once again, proved merciless. During his second year, his mother fell ill. Hospital bills piled up like mountains he could not climb. Desperate, he borrowed money from friends, neighbors, even microfinance banks that promised easy loans. He believed he could pay them back after graduation. But the world is never kind to those who have no safety net. His mother died 2 months later. After her burial, Tun sank into silence. The calls began, first gentle reminders, then threats. He tried everything: odd jobs, selling his phone, sleeping on park benches, but the debt grew like a shadow he could not outrun. One morning, he woke up to find his picture circulating online. Wanted fraudster on the run, defaulted on multiple loans. His name, his identity became a curse. Friends stopped answering his calls. People crossed the street when they saw him coming. Even his father, whom he reached out to after years of silence, refused to help. "You're not my responsibility anymore," the man had said. Now sitting on that bridge, Tun stared at the chains on his wrists, not made of metal, but of shame, of hopelessness. He had been arrested that morning by men sent from one of the loan companies. They mocked him, called him a thief, but he wasn't. He was just a man who tried and failed to survive. As the van that carried him to the police station rattled through the streets, Tun whispered a quiet prayer. "Greater than God, if you still see me, please, don't let this be the end." Inside those words was not just desperation, it was a spark. A faint belief that even a man in chains could still rise. Months later, after his release helped by a kind stranger who heard his story, Tun began again. He started small, repairing phones by the roadside, saving little by little. The world still whispered his name like a warning, but he no longer cared. He had been broken, shamed, and forgotten but not destroyed for the first time in years. Tun smiled, not because life had become easier, but because he had decided that his chains no longer defined him.